We've got to talk about Bill Clinton, because Bill Clinton goes out there. He's stumping for her. They're feeling the panic. Obama's been out there, as you mentioned, Delano. He's shaming black men, saying you're misogynistic if you're a black man and you're not voting for her, because it's all about her being a woman. And it can't just be her policies. It has to be something having to do with her gender. And they unleashed Bill Clinton, notwithstanding the history with him and the women. But he goes out there, and I have to say, he does not look good. I mean, just like a little bit of foundation. I know he's a man. I'm just saying, like, a little bit of cover up. It's okay, guys. If you have a serious complexion problem or like serious acne, you can get away with it. Now, don't go full foundation on your face. That's a little, but a little cover up is fine. You've got permission from Megyn Kelly. You can tell anybody who gives you a hard time. Bill Clinton, it's an aside. He goes out there, and while looking like a little off, he's trying, allegedly, to make the case for Kamala on the subject of illegal immigration. And he winds up, inadvertently, making the case for Trump on the subject of Laken Riley, who was, of course, killed by an illegal who came in this country in 2022 under the Biden-Harris administration. And he killed Laken Riley in Georgia just earlier this year. Listen.
Trump killed the bill. The bill was being written by senior Republicans in the Senate, and he killed the bill. Why? You had a case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant. Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. Delano, no one can believe he said that. He must have been confused and not realized that the guy came in under Kamala, not under Trump. And Jason Miller, a top Trump operative, tweeted that out it was tongue in cheek, saying he knows exactly what he's doing. She's running, with a picture of Hillary. What do you make of it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. It might be easy to chalk it up to age and to say, Bill Clinton has sort of lost track of what it is that he was saying. But I think the substantive point holds, right? Everyone can see that the left's immigration policy has been a complete disaster. And it's not just for people who live in border towns. I mean, I grew up in New York, and I have family immigrated to the United States. And even in Brooklyn, where again, you have a significant portion of people who were born in a different country, there are people saying, no, we need to get this immigration issue under control, because it's one thing to have legal immigration. I know there are debates on the right as to what those levels should be, right? Who should be coming and for how long, and how many people should be coming. But everyone can agree that unfettered illegal immigration is a national security risk, as well as just it undermines law and order. So I'm not surprised Bill Clinton says that, because every once in a while politicians make a mistake and actually tell the truth. I'm just wondering how that plays in Harris Wall's campaign headquarters.
Oh my God, I do wonder too. That's a good question, Josh. Like, do they start maybe with friends like this? Who needs? I don't know. Bill Clinton, he's older now. How old is Bill Clinton? We'll look it up. But he's not. He's 78. He's not used, you're not used to him making mistakes like that.
Look, I mean, I think Delano just said it very well, actually. Every so often a politician slips up and actually says the truth. I mean, this is a very visceral reminder as to just how much the Democratic Party has transmogrified over the course of the past 3 decades since Bill Clinton was president. Under the Bill Clinton presidency, the Democratic Party was famously the party of safe, legal, and rare when it came to the abortion issue. President Clinton signed the Defense of Marriage Act, DOMA, in 96. He had welfare reform. He had a capital gains tax cut. The Democratic Party back then was actually very harsh for the most part on illegal immigration. Bill Clinton signed into law in 96 a very tough on illegal immigration bill. Harry Reid back then, when he was one of the Senate Democratic leaders from Nevada, actually went so far as to oppose birthright citizenship for illegal aliens. Now, when Donald Trump says that 25, 30 years later, they call him a retrograde, troglodyte, a racist, fascist, whatever kind of adjective you want to throw out there. So Bill Clinton saying the quiet part out loud in this kind of mask off moment there, it really ought to be a moment for the American people to pause and say, why is the Democratic Party saying such different things now in the era of Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Tim Walz than it was saying 30 years ago, back when it was saying some common sense sort of stuff?
Yeah. And am I still a Democrat? Bill Clinton is a reminder of what Democrats used to be. And Kamala Harris's version of democracy, or being a Democrat, I should say, is very, very different. Okay. There's a lot at stake in this upcoming election, as you know. But regardless of who is sitting in the White House, the fuse on this volatile economy has already been lit. Even 4 years of a conservative presidency might not be enough to turn the tide on our $35 trillion national debt. And if the left wins, it's like throwing gas on a dumpster fire. But one thing you could consider is to protect your savings by diversifying into gold with the help of Birch Gold Group. For millennia, gold has stood firm in the face of greedy governments, economic upheavals, and global strife. And it can protect you right now. Birch Gold will help you convert an IRA or a 401k into an IRA in physical gold, tax-free and penalty-free. And it doesn't cost you a penny out of pocket. In the past 4 years, the buying power of the US dollar has declined, and the price of gold has increased 40%. Text MK to 989898 to learn more. They'll send you a free info kit on gold, and you can check it out for yourself. Consider Birch Gold to protect your savings with its A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and just text MK to the number 989898. Birch Gold. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.